Dear students, continuing with our lecture series on organometallic compounds, this is our fifth lecture in this series, and continuing further with the organotitanium compounds. This is our third lecture on organotitanium compounds. And in this lecture, we will discuss dicyclopentadiene titanium dichloride as a reagent for different types of organic functional group transformations. As you already know that we have discussed how titanium tetrachloride can be used in organic synthesis, and this lecture has already been uploaded on YouTube. This is the link which have been provided for your further reference. Then second lecture was on titanium tetraisopropoxide. This is the link for that lecture also. So in the present lecture, we will discuss how titanosin dichloride, that is cyclopentadiene titanium dichloride, can be used in organic synthesis. This titanosin dichloride, which is an organotitanium compound with this chemical structure, is a metallocene which is used very commonly nowadays for organic synthesis, and it exists as a bright red solid, and this is affected by air, but very slowly hydrolyzes in presence of air, and it has shown anti-tumor activities, and chemotherapy drug trials have also been performed on this uh, compound or organometallic compound. This reagent, titanosin dichloride, is very effective as a source of CP2Ti2 plus. So basically what happens is these two chloride ions, they can be replaced very easily by nucleophiles. So any nucleophile, say like NaSH, so this will replace these two chloride ions, and titanium dithiols, they will be formed. Similarly, polysulfides, they can also replace these dichlorides. And in organic synthesis, two very important reagents, they are formed from this titanosin dichloride. One is potassium reagent. Potassium reagent is formed when titanosin dichloride is reacted either with Grignard reagent, methyl magnesium chloride, or methyl lithium. So the two chloride ion, they are replaced by two methyl groups over here, and this reagent is known as potassium reagent, and this is used for conversion of esters into vinyl ethers, or it can react with carbonyl compounds to generate terminal alkenes in the organic synthesis. Then second important reagent is Tabbe reagent, and this is formed from reaction of titanosin dichloride with trimethyl aluminium to give us this type of reagent, which is known as which is known as Tabbe reagent, and when this is heated in situ, it produces dicyclopentadiene titanium methylene as the reagent which effectively used for transformation of various carbonyl compounds into alkenes. First is potassium reagent. As I have told you, this potassium reagent is synthesized from titanosin dichloride when this is reacted with either methyl magnesium chloride or methyl lithium. So when methyl magnesium chloride is used, two molecules of methyl magnesium chloride, they will react with one molecule of this. and two chlorines, they will be replaced by two methyl groups like this, and this type of reagent formed is known as Patasis reagent. So basically two molecules of Grignard reagents, they are used for one molecule of titanosin dichloride with the elimination of magnesium chloride. Similarly, if instead of Grignard reagent we use methyl lithium, then lithium chloride is removed and the product formed is same, that is Patasis reagent. And as I have told you that this Patasis reagent can also be used for conversion of carbonyl group into terminal alkenes. And this is conversion of carbonyl compounds into terminal alkanes is a Wittig reaction, and this Patasis reagent shows activity which is similar to Tabbe reagent, which we will discuss in the forthcoming slides, and Wittig reagent. And only difference between Patasis or Tabbe reagent from Wittig reaction is that both these reagents, Patasis reagent as well as Tabbe reagent, they can be used for wide range of aldehydes, ketones and esters which are sterically hindered also. Whereas sometimes Wittig reaction is not applicable to hindered carbonyl compounds. And mechanism of reaction in case of Tabbe reagent or Patasis reagent is same. So basically you can see from here when Patasis reagent is heated with the elimination of methane gas, methyl from here and H from here, this will be converted into Tabbe reagent with the elimination of methane when Patasis reagent is heated. So that is why the mechanism for different organic functional group transformation for both these reagents is same. So Tabbe reagent, as I have told you, titanosin dichloride when reacted with trimethyl aluminium is converted into this type of four-membered titano-aluminium cyclic structure, where aluminium dimethyl chloride is eliminated to generate Tabbe reagent. And this Tabbe reagent can be used for addition of this methylene group, that is alkene part, into the carbonyl compound. So for example, if we react these lactones cyclic esters with Tabbe reagent, so this carbonyl will be converted into a terminal alkene. Similarly, in this ester group also, you can see that Tabbe reagent will convert this carbonyl into the terminal alkene group. Then another important reagent which is again derived from titanosin dichloride is Group's reagent. And Group's reagent is basically you can say is formed from Tabbe reagent. So when titanosin dichloride is reacted with trimethyl aluminium, as you have seen in the previous slide, this type of intermediate is formed, and with the elimination of aluminium dimethyl chloride, this will be converted into titanosin ethylene, that is Tabbe reagent. And when that Tabbe reagent is reacted with this type of terminal alkene in presence of base, then this type of reagent is formed, which is known as Group's reagent. So basically, the double bond of Tabbe reagent over here between titanium and CH2, that adds this carbon-carbon double bond, and we get four-membered titanium cyclic structure, which is called as Group's reagent. So group reagent can be used for different types of organic functional group transformation. For example, if it is reacted with carbonyl compounds, we will get terminal alkenes as the product. The reaction is similar to what we have seen in case of Tabby reagent. So basically what happens is when this is reacted with carbonyl compound, this portion is eliminated and this titanium carbon double bond adds to this carbonyl with the inhibiting type of reaction. Similarly, the substituted alkynes, they also react with this group's reagent and we will get these types of titanium molecules, organometallics, they are formed as the product. Similarly, if group's reagent is reacted with iodine, then titanosin diiodide will be eliminated from here and we will get a cyclic structure with the cyclization at this place to give us these types of cyclopropanes as the product. And when this group's reagent is reacted with carbon monoxide, two molecules of carbon monoxide, they will add to this group's reagent and we will get these types of alpha hydroxy ketones as the product. So basically one carbon monoxide molecule is this one, other carbon monoxide molecule is this one, and this part is eliminated and both the carbon monoxide molecules, they will add to these carbons and a cyclic cyclopentane alpha hydroxy cyclopentanone will be formed as the product. Similarly, when this is reacted with bromine, then cyclization does not take place, but uh, these two bromides, they add to these two carbons with the elimination of this titanium dicyclopentadiene part, and we will get dibromo compounds as the product. So these are the applications of group reagent, which are very important in organic synthesis. Then this titanosin dichloride is also used for intramolecular coupling of dienes and diines, that is carbon-carbon triple bonded compounds. So titanosin dichloride, when reacted with dimethyl phenylphosphine in presence of sodium amalgam, this is converted into this type of titanium organometallic compound. And this titanium organometallic compound interacts with the diines with the cyclization to give us these types of uh, cyclic titanium dicyclopentadiene compounds as the product. And basically here the intramolecular coupling of these two alkyne groups takes place, and these alkyne groups, they are converted into alkenes, and here the titanium part adds to the carbon-carbon triple. Then hydrotitanation of 1,3-dienes can also take place with titanosin dichloride. So here what happens is when titanosin dichloride is reacted with Grignard reagent, then we will get this type of modified titanosin chloride, which will further react with another type of Grignard reagent, and we will get these types of alkylated titanosines. And these alkylated titanosines, with the removal of alkenes, they are converted into dicyclopentadiene titanium hydride. And this is the reagent which adds to the 1,3-dienes to give us these types of organometallic compounds based on titanium. And these titanium organometallic alkylated compounds, they can react with different types of organic compounds to give us different type of products. For example, if we react these with aldehydes, then these types of syn or anti alcohols, they are formed as the product. So you can see, depending upon the reaction conditions, if we are using THF as the solvent during this reaction, and if this R2 is methyl, then we will get this type of product formation where syn to anti-product formation ratio is 5 to 95. So that means 95% of the product formed is a anti-product when THF is used as a solvent. And when we add hexamethyl phosphoramide HMPA in addition to THF in 3 to 1 ratio, then this syn to anti ratio changes. The syn product is formed in 88% and anti product is formed in 12%. So basically what happens is the coordination of this complex with HMPA leads to the formation of more of syn product as compared to anti product, whereas such coordination does not take place when we are using only THF, and we get more of anti product in such cases. Similarly, this titanium organometallic compound formed, as you have seen in the last slide, this can react further with many other types of organic compounds. Like if uh, we react with benzoyl chloride, then we will get these types of carbonyl compounds where this will act as a nucleophile and will add to this carbon of the carbonyl with the elimination of this chloride from here, and we will get a new carbon-carbon bond formation between this alkylated part and this benzoyl part, and the product is formed in 81%. Similarly, this alkylated part acting as a nucleophile can add to carbon dioxide also. So this will add to carbon of the carbon dioxide and we will get carboxylic acids as the product with the formation of a new carbon-carbon. And product is formed in 83%. Then these nucleophilic alkylated part, they can add to the carbon nitrogen double bond also. So when we react these with these types of shift spaces, then this will add, this alkylation part will take place at this carbon and this double bond will be converted into a single. So these types of secondary amines, they will be formed as the product in 70%. Similarly, acetonitrile can also react with these types of titanium complexes. And here, as you know, this carbon nitrogen triple bond, carbon is electrophilic and nitrogen is nucleophilic, and this nucleophilic part will add to the carbon which is electrophilic, and we will get these types of ketones as the product with the elimination of nitrogen. Similarly, these can add as nucleophile to this carbon phenyl isocyanates, carbon nitrogen double bond or carbon oxygen double bond is there, and these as nucleophile they will add to the carbon which is electrophilic, and these types of amides, substituted amides, they will be formed as the product. And similarly, when these organotitanium compounds, they are reacted with tributyl SNCl, and then they will give us these types of alkenes as the product in 70%. So these type of titanium complexes, they are very useful in synthesis of different types of organic compounds. Then there is Barbier coupling reaction can also take place with titanosin dichlorides. So when carbonyl compounds, they are reacted with these types of allyl halides or carbon-carbon triple bonded allyl halides. Then, in the presence of titanosin dichloride, they can be converted into beta hydroxy alkenes or beta hydroxy alkynes as the product. And basically, in presence of these addition of these alkyl halides takes place across the carbon oxygen double bond, and these carbonyl compounds they are reduced to alcohols. Then titanosin dichloride can also cause pinacol coupling reaction in carbonyl compounds. For example, if we take the case of benzaldehyde and react this with titanosin dichloride in presence of trimethyl silyl chloride and zinc and magnesium bromide, then pinnacle coupling of this benzaldehyde will take place, and more of syn product is formed in comparison to anti-product. So reaction is very stereoselective in nature. So these are the references which has been used for preparing this lecture. Thank you very much.